which is amazing.
It's true.
Yeah, so we can keep talking about that. While
Right.
we figure out when
What?
the sound comes back.
And also that I'm so technologically in advance that I couldn't see the questions coming in if I wanted to.
Oh,
They can hear you for the first time right now.
for the first
Oh,
time.
right now?
Live.
Welcome once
Hi.
again to Two Bartenders and a
This
Bench.
is the third time that we're saying hi, figuring it out.
Yes, we're on our second bench, our third introduction. I'm James, the head barman here at Canlis.
I'm Kelsey. I am a bartender at the Streamline in Lower Queen Anne.
Yes, we've known each other how long?
Long
8
time.
years?
Yeah,
8 years?
8.
8 years.
8.
A lot of us here at Canlis go to the Streamline after work and drink. Do you know this? Do you know that Jose skateboarded on the bar at the old Streamline before it was shut down?
I believe that. Jose is actually my in to Canlis. He's the original person that I actually knew that worked there.
Yeah.
And that built into a dynasty of Canlis employees that I know and love. And
Yes.
then people coming to Streamline.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
Just up the hill.
Yeah,
You're open,
we're open.
believe it or not.
We're serving all the time.
That's good. That's good. Well, once again, I would like to know about growing up a farm in Idaho.
I grew up on a farm in Idaho. It was honestly the best upbringing one could ever hope to have. You know, I think about high school all the time. I have a 16-year-old son. He's in high school. Obviously, it's different times right now with COVID.
Yeah.
But he hates school, and he really hates big schools. And I think that there's so many lovely opportunities with small schools.
How many students in your graduating class?
22?
22?
22.
So you couldn't
Really
even.
small.
Could you have a full football team?
Yeah, we had
Basketball team?
Yes, we had full football teams. But I mean, a lot of the major players in those teams were like freshmen and sophomores that are coming up, and those small towns really take sports seriously. They take a lot of things seriously. And what's cool is that when you have numbers like that, everybody gets to participate. If you want to participate, you get to participate, and I love that.
Do you have a tennis team?
No tennis. I mean, we're talking
Golf?
no. We're talking
Swimming?
No.
No,
We're talking
okay.
major
Yeah.
players here, like
Yeah.
football, volleyball, basketball,
Soccer?
softball, baseball.
Did you have a soccer team?
No soccer.
team. Killing me.
But the town over did.
Okay.
Like the bigger town did.
What's the bigger town?
Moscow.
Moscow's big.
Yeah.
And what was the name of your town?
My town was Genesee, Idaho.
Genesee.
Yeah, in between, literally lodged in right in between Moscow and Boston.
What did you farm?
Wheat, peas, barley, and then as I got older, my dad switched the peas out for garbanzo beans. The hummus industry really took off.
Yep.
Yeah.
My wife eats a lot of hummus.
Yeah, I eat a lot of hummus.
That's good.
Yeah, and you can actually, my dad sold exclusively to Sabra, and you
Really?
can actually see on their tubs of hummus where that is actually coming from, farm-wise. My dad thought that
Does your family still have a farm?
Unfortunately, no. My dad sold his farm in this last year. He actually got AML, acute myeloid leukemia, and the best part of the story is that he totally beat it. He's in remission. It's the worst leukemia to have, and he made
There's
it. He had
not
a
a
bone marrow
good one to have.
No, it's really bad. He had a bone marrow transplant. They told him that he was not expected to live, and he did. So, but our farm is he sold the farm.
Is it still making garbanzo beans?
It is still making garbanzo beans under
Barley?
barley,
Wheat?
wheat.
All right, so we can make whiskey at your farm?
Yes.
All right, that's all that matters.
Yes, we can.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely.
I think we have a question.
What's the best gin for a martini? Specifically a 50-50 martini. Repeat the question.
Oh, the best gin. Who's asking this question? I'd like to give them a shout out.
Natasha Coxia.
Natasha. The best gin for a 50-50 martini. I'm gonna go. So it's 50-50. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
I'm curious.
personally. Something like quite a bit of juniper. For me, it would probably. Here I like a lot of Sipsmith, but I would go something like kind of heavy on the juniper. A lot of citrus.
For me, it's Streamline. We have 3 gins. We have Hendrix, Tanqueray, and Bombay. Typically, if nobody specifies, because also there's the well and it's disgusting. If nobody specifies, I'll do the Bombay Dry. But most of the time, people choose Tanqueray.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chose right.
Yeah.
Chose right. Let's go.
Any tips on how to make the almost perfect? I've made it several times. It comes out too sweet. What brand of grenadine?
So somebody just asked what brand of grenadine we use in the almost perfect cocktail here at Canlis, and I'm sorry, but it's a hard answer. We make our own grenadine. I just made 15 gallons of grenadine this morning, which was quite an ordeal.
Yeah, I saw it in the kitchen.
So to make grenadine, I take palm. I mean, you can get it at the grocery store. So 1 part palm, 1 part sugar, reduce it by 1/3, and I usually add a little bit of orange peel, some spices, baking spices, allspice. Oh God, this is embarrassing. Phone? I didn't turn my phone off. Baking spices like cinnamon and allspice and maybe a little clove, and you reduce it by 1/3, and you can make your own grenadine for not much money, and it's so much better and a little bit bitter, spicy, and not as sweet.
If someone's almost perfect is too sweet, do you think that's the problem?
It's probably the grenadine, and then just make sure that you're doing the proportions right. I'm sorry, Brad. Brad Thomas wrote a book recently. He got the recipe a little bit wrong, and it calls for a 1/2 ounce of grenadine. It was supposed to be a 1/4 ounce of grenadine.
Quarter?
And I'm calling you out, Brad. I hope you're not watching. 1/4 ounce of grenadine,
I hope you're
maybe a little less grenadine.
The only thing I could say about that, and this is a reference to your cocktail, is less grenadine, period. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite bourbon under $50 and over 50? Repeat the question.
Oh, my favorite bourbon under $50 and over $50. Do you have any?
I was gonna name it Japanese whiskeys, maybe over my 50.
Oh, love it.
Yeah,
Do it.
yeah. Is it Roku?
Roku, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, only because my boyfriend drinks it a lot. And then under, maybe Old Overholt?
Going with the rye.
Yeah.
So my house whiskey is Rittenhouse Rye. I use it at the restaurant. I drink it at home. So here's a little thing about me at home. I drink Rittenhouse Rye with Diet Dr. Pepper. I don't tell a lot of people, and
I love
how many
that.
people did I just tell?
Almost 65.
All right.
Nice.
So 65 people now know that I drank
Diet
at
Dr.
home
Pepper.
Diet
and
Dr.
Rittenhouse
Pepper with
Rye.
Rittenhouse. That's my go-to drink. I don't want to think about it a lot of times when I get home. And then if we're going over $50, I really like Willet. I really like Weller. Stick with those W names. Both are kind of hard to come by, but if you find them, the Weller, like the Weller 12, don't pay over like $65, $70. There's a lot of markets that are gonna really charge too much just because it's allocated. And the Willet, like you're probably looking at around 80. Don't pay over 80. There's not a lot of supply of it, but you don't need to overpay for it. Yeah.
I like that.
Over?
What's your answer? Under 50 or over?
Like I said, the only nicer whiskey that I know of is what my boyfriend drinks, and it's Roku.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And then under, I was gonna say Old Overholt, only because it's a class. I think it's highly at the bar, and
I love that they haven't changed their label in forever.
yeah, and I've had it, and I like it, and I'm not a whiskey. Ask me any other liquor.
You don't drink whiskey?
Okay, we're
No,
there.
no.
No?
I mean,
All right.
it's because it's like You know when you get way too effed up? Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was
The smell of whiskey for me, if that's the last thing that I had, is like it will change my life for a month. I won't drink for a month. Like whiskey is my tequila
Yeah.
for like a lot of people. I just yeah.
What's your favorite sweet vermouth from Manhattan's and why?
So someone's asking what my favorite sweet vermouth is for a Manhattan. It will always be something from Milan. Carpano Antique is my favorite. Sort of the Milanese vermouths always have a little bit of vanilla and orange added to them. They tend to be a little bit sweeter. They're generally aged a little bit longer, and that is always my go-to. I'm not afraid of some sugar. I like it. I like if I'm drinking a sweet vermouth, I want it kind of sweet.
Right.
And vanilla makes it taste a little extra sweet.
Streamline gets one sweet vermouth. And that's my choice.
What's the one?
I have no idea. Because it's
Lejeune.
one. I have no idea. It's honestly I should, but I've seen it 1,000 times. You can see the bottle in my head.
What does
I have
it
no
look
idea.
like? Color is it?
White?
Oh,
Like
it's
cream?
white.
Cream?
Cream.
I mean, it's a standard one.
Yeah. Okay.
It may be the one.
It may be.
It may be the one you said.
Don't-
I don't know.
Don't skimp on your vermouth. Just don't. It's
Yeah.
not worth it. Like, you can spend $6 on a bottle of vermouth, and it is, because you're using a lesser quantity, it is worth spending the extra money on vermouth and less money on the whiskey. 100%.
What is your perfect old-fashioned recipe?
My perfect old-fashioned recipe. Again, I like some sweetness. I'm not afraid of it. I like to have extra bitters in there. So I'll do a ½ ounce of a rich simple syrup. And a rich simple syrup is 2 parts sugar to 1 part water. I use Rittenhouse. At home, I'll use about 2½ ounces of Rittenhouse. And I'll put a buttload of bitters in there. I skip the cherry, I skip the orange, because after 4 or 5 it just gets repetitive, and when I'm drinking old fashions I'm going for it. Yeah.
I'm not too far off you. I make an old fashioned the exact same way I'd want to drink it, and that is a lot of bitters, but a healthy splash of vermouth, and like all the components are the same, but it's probably heavy-handed on the bitters, and I do not care about the fruit.
Yeah.
You know?
What's that?
Whenever you're ready for the next question, ask it so they know what's right for the next question.
Oh, yeah?
Because they can't hear us.
Yeah. Well, we're ready for the next question.
Yeah, bring it.
While we're waiting,
Yeah.
I want to know about the farm. Did you get to drive tractors?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes, and I got to drive like 3 on the tree, like trucks.
Yeah?
And I went away to college in Montana because I wanted to get away from the farm. Highly.
Yeah.
Highly. Yeah. I
And
mean, I loved it. I
so
loved it. I just
Montana
wanted to
was
like.
a big town compared to.
No,
Idaho?
it wasn't. Not necessarily. I mean, yeah, it was, but I wanted to not work the farm anymore.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be away. I love traveling. Like more than anything in the world. And I just wanted to like go be somewhere else and do like a new thing.
I have one more question, and then we're gonna get to some more questions. We've got a lot of them apparently.
Yeah, I love.
How old were you when you learned to drive? Because I imagine on a farm you're learning to drive at like 12.
I learned to drive when I was 13.
Yes, I knew it.
Yeah. And I got my learner's permit when I was 14 years old.
You can do that on a farm?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you get a farmer's permit at 14.
Really?
At least at the time that I was young.
All right.
Yeah. I can't tell I don't know if that's the same thing now.
I don't know.
So don't move to Idaho expecting to like do that shit. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yes.
All right. What do we got? Who's it from?
Okay, this is from Mike.
Mike.
I'm interested in starting my own bitters. What should I do? Make your own and canless? And what should I do?
Is it Mike Lewis?
No, it's Mike Nelson.
Fuck.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
no.
Mike. Oh.
No, I'm sorry.
All right, Mike. Making your own bitters is not that hard. I would say it's about a 3-week process. You need to figure out what spices you like. Are you making sort of a Trinidad bitters? Are you making an orange bitters? Are you making something else? Come up with your spice mix. Grind them up a little bit. You want them rough because you don't want all the particulate to end up in the bitters. Toast them over a dry pan. You don't want them smoking. You just like, it's like when you're putting garlic in your pan with some hot oil before you add the rest of the ingredients. It's like a minute in a hot pan with the spices. You're opening them up, you're getting the oil sort of fragrant, and then you toss them in, like, you could toss them into like a mason jar or some Tupperware. I would suggest that you use glass because they're going to sit in here with alcohol for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on how many spices you put in, how bitter you want it. And then at the end of it, you'll adjust the alcohol content by adding water maybe a little bit of sugar. I've used a lot of maple sugar in mine. It adds like this roundness to it. In addition to the spices and herbs, you can use some orange peel, lemon peel, lime peel, and it's really a fun way to experiment. You can make a bunch of small batches and let them sit and figure out what you want to do. For the alcohol, Everclear works, but if you're going to be drinking a lot of old fashions, use whatever it is you put in your old fashions because all you're doing is highlighting that ingredient. Think of it like Italian cooking. In Italy, they tell you, get really good ingredients and don't screw them up.
Okay, next question. Kelsey,
Yes.
give us a festive cocktail for the cozy fall season coming up. If someone walks into your bar and says, I feel cozy,
Okay, like for me, it would be.
repeat the question.
Okay. What is my favorite fall cocktail? It is a hot toddy, without a question or doubt. Except I like mine without any honey at all. I like crazy amounts of lemon and hot whiskey and water. That is my preferred hot cocktail of the season.
Okay, Kelsey, again.
Yay.
I love your shoes. Can we please see them and
Oh.
learn more?
Oh, here.
Oh my god!
I mean,
I didn't know we
Don't
were on
mind-
like
Off
a.
camera.
don't mind my red Band-Aid.
Do we need to
I
get the
have-
Wendy Williams
like,
sort of line
yeah,
here?
I
the
mean,
shoe
can
cam?
you like showcase?
It's so nice. Yes.
Yes.
I can't,
They
I
are
can't talk to
Sam Edelman heels. I just literally got them off Poshmark. I'm gonna rep 1,000 companies right now. Cause Poshmark is the shit. The S. They were like $10.
Forgive us, we're bartenders.
Yeah, and I'm sorry.
If you were hoping for PG, this is about as PG as bartenders get.
S.
Jane,
S.
when you develop a new cocktail, how do you decide whether it goes neat or over rocks?
So someone has asked, when I've developed a new cocktail, how do I decide if it is served neat or over the rocks? For me, so I think of cocktails in sort of a dynamicism. If it's served neat and chilled over the course of somebody drinking it, it's going to warm up. It will become more aromatic. It will become stronger tasting. If it's served on the rocks, it will dilute. It will become lesser of those things. So generally, the rule of thumb, for me, aromatic and bitter cocktails, I will serve neat because somebody is looking to have that experience of bitterness, of aroma, of strong. And so as it warms up, it will hit those notes so that they finish it on a really high note. Whereas something on the rocks will be refreshing and continue to get more refreshing as it dilutes. You like that answer?
Dude, that was really good. I was tripped. I was like, damn.
All right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kelsey.
Yes.
Besides James, what are your favorite bars and bartenders in Seattle to go sit at?
Honestly, I have to be real. I love
Can I
going
repeat the
to.
question?
Okay. Oh, sorry. What are my favorite bars to go to in Seattle, and why? Why?
Yeah, why?
I love my own bar. I love Streamline, just because I love everybody that works there, and it's incredibly homey to me. And honestly, on the counterbalance of that, I love coming to Canlis. I love sitting at the bar. I like dressing up. I'm a show pony, but I'm also not. I like, you know, I like getting out a little bit.
So there is this sort of weird thing where I work in the fine dining place and look at me, and you work in the other kind of place.
And look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me right now.
Uh-huh.
To me, I was like, I'm going to Canlis.
Yeah, it's true though.
Yeah,
It's true.
I'm going to Canlis right now. You know? But also, honestly, I dress like this most of the time.
I dress like this.
Most of the time. Yeah, like
I wear a suit all the time at work.
I wear like dumb stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
You know? Seattle's great. They're like, honestly, look around, like do some internet searches about what's new in your locale, because there's some stuff even dropping in COVID that is maybe worth going to. You know, there's like a lot of great stuff happening in Seattle, and I like to go see it. You know, but for the most part, I like dives. I like my dive.
So Eric Hawkinen, who I talked to today, Roquette, that's a great bar. It's open. He didn't get any outdoor seating, but it's still going. I love the Zigzag. I will always love the Zigzag. It was one of the first fine cocktail bars I've gone to, and it will forever be in my heart as one of the best bars in America. You didn't read my bio.
I didn't read your bio.
But
your bio wasn't available for me.
I know,
to read.
but so I talk about where my office hours would be, and it would be either on a bench or possibly La Palma. And there's no bar there. But do you go to La Palma?
No, but I want. So I don't know why I haven't been to La Palma.
You need to go.
It's calling. La Palma's calling me.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to La Palma.
In our bay.
Trick-or-treating night. What's the cocktail that a parent should put in their thermos?
Ooh, that's an amazing question. Who is this? I need to.
I can't
Oh,
wait.
Allie.
Tell Allie what
Thank
I
you for
think.
that question.
Yeah.
So this person has asked, Allie has asked, what cocktail they should put in their sippy cup on Halloween night for trick-or-treating.
Allie is a top-notch parent.
Yes, we love this.
We have children.
What will you drink?
Personally, I would drink really bad wine in my sippy cup. That's my pick. Or I shouldn't say bad wine. I should just say like whatever Trader Joe's had that was like $5.99 when I went to go get candy. Also.
So your question directly aligns with, or your answer directly aligns with my answer. It's not so much for me about the drink itself, but about the vessel. I am looking at volume. So I'm out on the street. I'm walking for somewhere between 10 minutes and 5 hours, depending on what sort of state my 6-year-old kid is in for this particular Halloween trick-or-treating night. So I need a large, somewhere between 32 and 64 ounce stainless steel, double-walled insulated container. And I sort of alluded to this earlier, but I'm going to drink whiskey and Diet Dr. Pepper. Now, the perfect thing, however, so...
Like if you want to get in the festive Halloween.
No. So, there's
No.
this thing in wine where people think that, like, you have to have this perfect pairing. Every dish has a perfect pairing, and you have to drink that to go with the food, otherwise it doesn't work. The perfect pairing to go with whatever it is you're eating is whatever it is you like to drink. For Halloween, I would not think about pairing a drink with the night. I would go and pour into a large vessel whatever it is you generally like to drink and drink that.
What is in your vessel?
My vessel?
That's been asked. What's in the thermos?
Oh, this is cranberry iced tea. Cranberry iced tea.
That's it?
Yes. We're on a bench. We were going to be in public. Keep in mind, this is our third bench or second bench. Cranberry iced tea.
It's really good. It's really good.
Kyle has a. First of all, Kelsey.
Yes.
Do you wear heels while bartending? Read the question.
The question is, do I wear heels when I bartend? And you know what? Sometimes I do. I like to wear a rise in my footwear a lot, only because if I don't, I feel utterly short compared to the cash register. So I like to wear rise a lot. Also, I am a total fashionista personality. I like fashion, comfort. I can find a medium between all those things easily.
Nobody has asked me about my shoes, which is
Nobody
fine.
gives it.
I know.
Nobody gives an
They
F
can't see
about
them,
your
and thank
shoes.
God. But the single best pair of work shoes that I've ever owned were Prada. They lasted me for so many years. They were so comfortable, and I have since looked at getting another pair of shoes to last that long or feel that comfortable and look that good, and I haven't, and I'm terrified of spending that kind of money again on work shoes.
Okay. Kyle has asked. I try a great drink in a bar. And I love it. I want to replicate it. What should I do? I ask the bartender the recipe. Is that cool?
So Kyle has asked, he goes to a bar and he tries a delicious drink and he wants to know how he can replicate that at home. So I can speak to here at Canlis. If it's something that's on my menu, I'm generally not going to tell you immediately what's in it, how I make it. Some of the ingredients may be proprietary. I try to keep sort of how I make it something special, so you have to come here and get it. But once I've taken it off the menu, I would be more than happy to share that with you. And I think most bartenders would be really flattered if you enjoyed their drink, and they'd really love to share with you how they made it. So just ask. Certainly.
Kyle, if this is a drink that you had at Streamline, I would absolutely write down the recipe for you, without a doubt, because it's here, and I am happy to share, and I just want to make you happy, But that is the difference between a cocktail menu and a not cocktail menu at all. So whatever I do for you where I work, I am just I couldn't get enough making you happy. I just want to make you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the farm. I love the farm.
The farm's honestly, because the farm is amazing.
It's amazing. So I did not grow up on the farm, but I spent
Where did you grow up?
Edmonds. I was born in California, Mount Shasta, California.
Beautiful.
Apparently, at age 1 or 2, I was in a backpack on the summit of Mount Shasta. So I've spent a lot of time in the woods. I love the woods.
I love the woods. The woods are my hobby.
The fact this pine tree is poking me is actually happy for me.
Yeah.
So I want to know lots of things about the farm. A lot of animals. Do you have a lot of animals?
We always had 2 sets of animals. So we had 2 pigs, we had 2 cows, and the
male and female.
Yeah, they were, and the cows were Icky and Dicky, and the pigs were Pinky and Penny.
Not
They were
stinky.
always
Not
they
stinky.
always had matching names, and they were always done the way that animals are done on the farm. You
Yeah.
know, that's how I learned about how animals are done on the farm. I asked my dad about our friends,
Mhm.
and he let me know that I was eating the friends.
Yeah.
And while it was harsh, it was also like it was an introduction into how that goes. You know. I never bought meat outside of in a grocery store until I was like 22 years old. Like all that stuff came from our farm.
Are you more comfortable going to a grocery store and buying like pre-cut steaks and like chicken breast, or do you go and look for the larger cuts where you break it down yourself?
I feel like now, like growing up that way, I have a far better understanding of what I want in meat. You know, I don't eat a lot of meat personally. You know, I live a pretty plant-based diet, but when I do eat meat, I know what I want to ask for.
Yeah.
You know, and I very much like that.
Is this part of the yoga lifestyle?
This is not so part of the yoga lifestyle as so part of my autoimmune lifestyle. I have 2 autoimmune diseases that really keep me from enjoying things that a lot of people get to enjoy, like gluten and dairy.
I want to talk about more yoga in a second,
Sure.
but I think we have a question over here. 6 minutes?
Okay.
Lots of questions.
Okay.
Just rapid fire.
All right, rapid fire.
Do it.
Let's go.
Negroni, shaken or stirred?
Negroni, always stirred.
I'm gonna say both, honestly. I'm gonna say both. Yeah, I'm
All right.
gonna say both.
Okay. Pair a cocktail to the following song. James. Dust in the Wind from Kansas.
Pair a cocktail with Dust in the Wind from Kansas. Kansas. God, this is not rapid fire. Kansas, Dust in the Wind?
That was tough.
Can I drink a beer with that? It sounds really thirsty.
Which brewery?
Olympia. I want Olympia.
Okay. Kelsey. Pair a cocktail with Don't Stop Believing from Journey. Repeat the question.
Sex on the beach.
This is
Period.
This is pairing a cocktail from Journey.
Yeah.
Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah.
Sex on the beach?
Sex on the beach. Period. End.
Is that your answer for all songs?
It's my answer for that song, for that question.
Okay.
My iced tea's great.
James, what's your favorite part about being a bartender?
My favorite part about being a bartender is the unexpected. I have people that come in and sit at my bar, and they walk in and they look like they're angry and upset, and turning them around and finding really beautiful things about them. I enjoy that. Doesn't happen all the time, but that is my favorite thing.
I would agree with that 1,000%. I love that aspect of what we do. To me, bartending is 1,000% about customer service and making somebody's experience good. I am not what you are.
20% of our job is making drinks?
Yeah.
20%?
It's not as much as you think it is, and I just think that that's the loveliest part of our job.
Yeah. People come in with, no matter where you are, with very high expectations, and you're laid down with a lot of stuff, and being a part of that is sometimes really beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I love it.
Rapid fire.
What's your shift drink of choice at the end of the night?
Bronca Menta. Bronca Menta. You know. Yeah. My favorite, my shift drink at the end of the night. Bronca Menta.
My shift drink is either Vita Mezcal or Malort.
Yeah?
Yeah,
All right.
I love Malort.
All right.
Yeah.
Rapid fire.
What's your favorite cocktail? What's your favorite retired cocktail at Canlis?
My favorite retired cocktail at Canlis. God, you're making me dig back into the vault? This is supposed to be rapid fire.
Rapid fire!
Oh, man. So there
I
was
don't know, working
So there was a Manhattan that I worked on for a very long time. It was called the McCracken Pike Manhattan. McCracken Pike Road is the road that Woodford Reserve is on. So in June, so St. Jude's Day, June 29th, is the day that you're supposed to make green walnut wine. So I had this Hague Farms down in Napa pick me a bunch of green walnuts. They shipped me up about 120 pounds of green walnuts. I made a good jillion gallons of green walnut wine and used the green walnut wine as the vermouth for this. It took me 18 months to make the vermouth. It sat down in the cellar. I will never be able to reproduce this, but it was so cool being able to make something like that took that long.
Best cocktail when you're out camping.
When I'm out camping?
Best cocktail when you're out camping.
Okay, best cocktail when I'm out camping, I have to say is like a Negroni or, again, a hot toddy. Simple ingredients, maximum pleasure factor.
Did you say a Negroni
I did say Negroni.
with tequila?
I did, yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
It's not cranberry tea, is it?
Cranberry tea.
Best corpse survivor ingredients, James.
Best corpse rider ingredients. High quality curacao. I would basically always use Ferrand. High quality Quinola or Americano. Here we're going to use either Cokie or I can't even think of the name of it. But again, go back to your Italian cooking. Use great ingredients. Don't mess them up.
Kelsey, I'm having a golf party to watch the Masters. What cocktail should I make for my guests?
Okay, you're having a cocktail party to watch the Masters. That is intense.
What goes with the pimento sandwich?
All I want to say is that...
Have you ever had a pimento sandwich?
No, I haven't. And I just want to fix my pillow. I just want to say that I'm thinking about the horse race, you know, the big one.
Oh, the Preakness? Or
No,
the
the Derby. The Derby.
Yeah.
Do a Derby cocktail for the golf thing, because that is like the thing that you should do.
Yeah.
It's a Derby cocktail.
Yeah.
James, favorite morning cocktail?
My favorite morning cocktail? Well, I would be, I'm going to be very embarrassed to tell you how many times I have a beer in the shower. So my morning cocktail is a beer, and sometimes that beer gets a little tomato juice. What
God.
you got?
Oh my God.
Kelsey, same question.
Yes.
I can't fight the fact that a beer in the shower is the best morning cocktail that I've ever seen in my life. Sometimes I do have a wine when I wanted to have the wine the night before. I'll have the wine in the morning.
Sometimes your cocktail is not about the cocktail, but about the time and place.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
James, if you could only have one gin in your home bar, what would it be?
If I could only have one gin in my home bar, I'm putting Sipsmith in it. It's universal for me. It's got...
Sips within?
What?
Sips within?
Sipsmith?
Sipsmith.
Sipsmith,
I thought
yeah.
you said sips within.
Oh, no.
And I was like,
Sip
that sounds like a...
Smith.
That sounds like
God,
a...
is this cranberry tea strong? Sipsmith. It's got enough citrus for me. It's got enough juniper for me. That's what I drink a lot of it.
Okay, Kelsey.
Yes.
If I'm on a first date, what drink should I not order?
A sex on the beach.
Repeat the question.
What date what date? Okay, don't be on the date. What drink should you not order on a first date? A sex on the beach. At all.
Unless, when did you just have one?
I order them all the time.
Yeah, you just had one.
But don't order
Wait,
them.
can I answer this also? So,
Do
Yes,
it.
order it.
Do it.
So I would say don't order a gimlet or a Gibson, which I did on my first date with my now wife. It's a gin martini with onions. She thought I was crazy. She kissed me. She tasted onions. Luckily, she's now my wife.
Luckily.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Reagan, thank you for making me a Gibson.
You should.
Did you get that on camera?
I want that to be on film.
Okay, we're out of time.
We're out of time.
Kelsey, bring it the streamline.
Kelsey,
Please
thank
come to
you.
the streamline. Please come to the streamline.
I didn't even get to talk about yoga.
I know. Yoga's stupid.
My
No,
wife-
it's great. I love yoga.
My wife is getting
I
certified
love
to teach.
yoga.
My wife's getting certified to teach.
Yeah, me too.
I know.
Damn.
I didn't get to talk about it.
Shit.
Can we have more?
No, S.
If you like two bartenders on a bench,
If you like two bartenders on the beach, everyone.
On the beach.
Well, I mean, it looks like a beach. Damn cranberry tea. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Is there another one?
Yeah, there's more.
In two, well, who's going to be?
So October 20th,
22nd.
22nd?
Yeah.
I'll be back for two bartenders on the beach. I have Murray Stinson coming in here.
He's the best.
He's the best, I know.
The best.
He doesn't even bartend anymore, but he's
No,
the best.
he's the best. He's the best.
Bye, everyone. We gotta go. Turn it off.
Thank you for guiding our questions.
Stop.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You just cut the beat. It's blurry.
Oh my gosh.
Can you unplug all my Instagram?
Just turn it up. It's fine.